If you were so brave, if you were so subversive, if you were so committed to your movement, which I don't think you are, I think there's actually a great deal of cowardice that runs through you, you would become a cop.
Hello, I'm Elder, and welcome to the Open Debate. First off, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who supports this channel. You guys really do make a difference. So props to you guys. But with that being said, let's just get started. So there have been a lot of big stories in the news this week, but I'd like to start with Jim Carrey apparently having an existential crisis. So from what I've gathered, a reporter spotted Jim Carrey at New York Fashion Week and thought, hey, what a great opportunity.
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time I've run into Jim Carrey.
From the very beginning, things seem to be headed towards disaster, as he clearly has no intentions of taking the interview seriously. The reporter apparently touched on a sensitive subject when asking if Carrey needed a date to the event, as he apparently had recently lost a partner.
Wait, tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
The interview continues to derail as Carrey proceeds to tell the interviewer that the entire event is meaningless and how low it is to idolize celebrities.
I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're celebrating.
I mean, you got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating icons, boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with.
Ending the interview off with saying, "Good news is, none of this matters."
We don't matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Okay.
Since then, Carrey has had more interviews where he's been exhibiting the same behavior, and it's had the public wondering, what's going on? Personally, I think he's just had enough of the Hollywood lifestyle and is telling you how it is. This doesn't necessarily seem like something new for him, but perhaps something he hasn't shown the public before. But those are just my thoughts. How do you feel? Is he losing his mind, or is this just the kind of blunt truth that we need to see more of? So the internet broke this week with a college professor who is the literal embodiment of Littlefoot from The Land Before Time. Mike Isaacson, a professor at John Jay College, has been put on paid leave after having his ass handed to him on Tucker Carlson. Internet sleuths took to Twitter to uncover a series of tweets he had previously made about the excitement he had towards teaching future dead cops. Pretty much everything that can be said about this guy has been said, but if you haven't seen it, this Fox News host literally tears into this beta male with unbelievable fury.
Okay, well, there are people who think that you are crazy. What should you expect when you put something out there like that? When you put something out there and it seems from an outside observer. No, let me ask a question. Sure. You are just trying to get confirmation and reassurance from a group of people that you want to like you, and those are the people online who share your political views. No, you are an easy person to dislike. I mean, it's not necessarily subversive for you to teach economics at a school that specializes in criminology. I know where John Jay is. Right.
It's absolutely amazing. Full video will be in the description below. In other news, Morgan Freeman, the man we all love and trust, has bought into the mainstream hysteria of the Russia conspiracy, creating one of the most blatant pieces of propaganda in the 21st century, literally stating, "We have been attacked and we are at war."
We have been attacked. We are at war.
Freeman has banded together with other Hollywood elites such as Rob Reiner to form what they call the Committee to Investigate Russia.
Join the Committee to Investigate Russia.
Personally, I thought this was a joke when I first saw it, but no, they're dead serious. Reiner appeared on Tucker Carlson to discuss the literal incitement of war with Russia, but gets completely schooled like the closed-minded Hollywood shut-in he is.
So we're at war. How would you respond if President Trump took you seriously and sent the B-52s to St. Petersburg or blockaded the Gulf of Finland? Would you support that?
No. Well, when we say we're at war, we're talking about a cyber war.
It doesn't make that clear. It just says Morgan Freeman, who everyone trusts, his voice, evokes immediate trust in everyone. We're at war. But you don't really believe we're at war. Why are you saying it then?
This isn't a movie, and calling out foreign nations isn't funny.
We're not advocating going to war or going to a traditional war with Russia, but we are already in a cyber war with them. And, and if people want to turn their heads away from that, it's at their own peril.
Shouldn't you say somewhere in there, we're not really at war? I mean, we're just kind of taking creative license. We're just trying to get you all pumped up. But it's not really war. Like, we shouldn't respond as you would as if you were in a war. Why not just say that so you don't confuse people?
Well, I'd say if you watch the whole video.
I did.
But once again, thoughts? Is Hollywood just too out of touch for the average American? I mean, the Emmys had an all-time low rating this year. Coincidence? This brings me to my final story this week, which is the big H3H3 controversy. So if you don't know, H3H3 is a popular YouTube channel run by Ethan and Gila Klein.
Be like, what's up, fat lip? And I say, coolin', who am I kidding?
They often do comedy-driven commentary as well as host a podcast. Recently, during one of the podcasts, Ethan is discussing the whole PewDiPi situation, where he says the word nigger.
What a fucking nigger. Jeez, oh my god, what the fuck?
He goes on to discuss how disappointed he is in Felix and how the use of the word was indefensible.
But the question is like, I don't know, when I first saw that, I was pretty shocked. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
I'm glad that he did apologize, and like he said, there's no excuses this time.
I can't defend him. It's completely indefensible this time. Yeah, man, he really just dropped the N-bomb, like, straight up. And the way he used it was just awful.
The internet seems to be losing its collective mind over the apparent hypocrisy of this statement. So it goes, H3H3 had iDubbbz on their podcast, and they were discussing the origins of the slogan, nigger faggot. Ethan then overuses the term nigger faggot to the point where even iDubbbz seems to be getting uncomfortable.
I love that I can just say nigger faggot, though.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't really say that.
Do you feel like...
empowered?
I feel like you're using it a little liberally.
I love saying nigger faggot. It's so wonderful.
This seems to be the basis for the claim that Ethan is a hypocrite, because he said nigger faggot. Although I do feel as though Ethan felt morally justified in calling out PewDiPi, because he was using it as a derogatory term towards somebody, while Ethan was simply reiterating a joke trying to make a comedic point. So different context, but what do you guys think? Does context even matter? I know we've already had to talk about this since I started this channel, but I'm still interested in what you guys have to think. Is Ethan a hypocrite? Does it even matter? If you ask Jim Carrey, I bet you he'll tell you straight up.
We don't matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for sticking around. That about wraps it up for me. If you want to help support this channel, I have a Patreon. Also, I'll be uploading my videos to VidMe and Minds. Links, as always, will be in the description below. Have a great day, and until next time, good luck.